I know I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this, but I made a purchase with the full intent of returning it, which is messed up. But you can actually buy graphics cards now. Like, they're available on Amazon. And they're doing this, like, light hash rate versions of the cards. And I was super curious of, like, how to unlock them. What's the difference? And in today's video, I'm going to show you what I'm doing. At least that was the plan. Well, it actually turned out to this. I've had a long-standing issue with this 3900 board. This is a godlike MSI, I think, or whatever. It just doesn't boot. It takes 3 times. So I'm going to rebuild it, try to figure out what the frick the problem is. And then I'm going to test out this new 3080. Not a 3080 Ti. Just a 3080. And because I can't really afford it, I'm going to return it on Amazon. Hey, don't hate. So there's the 2080 Ti that I had in there, the RTX 4000 I put in a different computer. Then this is the 3080, and I've taken them out. The first thing I want to try is the power supply. I want to see if maybe I got some cables crisscrossed or anything like that. Also, I'm thinking about running this power supply outside of the case. That way I could put the 3080, which is a triple slot, all the way down here at the bottom. Except, here's the problem. This stupid motherboard has this stupid knob right there, which means I cannot put a freaking graphics card in there because it hits on that. Because that knob is stupid. Either way, I want to take out this power supply and possibly swap it out with a different one. This thing is pretty beefy, but maybe I did something wrong. I'm just going to assume I did. Okay, I take that back. I took the Quadro out of that other computer, and I'm going to slap it in here and then just see if this thing has the same issues with booting because, yeah. All right, example number 1. Plug it in. Set to automatically boot. Got that plugged in. Let's see if this even works. What do we got here? What do we got? Oh. Huh. Okay, so graphics card problems it is. This is kind of like the first thing I wanted to do, where I wanted to basically go into safe mode, which I told it to go into safe mode. I wanted to go into safe mode. I wanted to do a full-on, like, clean uninstallation using the programs and all that, and then installing the correct ones for NiceHash, the correct drivers. So this is a good sign. I'm gonna go ahead and just do that. I mean, this thing's rebooted twice without a problem. Before, it would take 2 or 3 times before it booted up. So I'm kind of wondering what the hell. I do want to get in here and check the BIOS, maybe update the BIOS. I mean, yeah. First test was a success with the RTX 4000, just solo. So now I'm going to do the 2080 Ti. Let's see if this boots right up. Dun, 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 dun. Good sign. Ah, look at that. All right then. Third test. 3080. Let's see if this works. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Overcurrent has been detected. Ooh. Maybe this 3080 is jacked. All right. 60, 30, 50, 50, 75, 55, 50, 90. Okay, so setting this up was really easy. On the 5950X, which is this computer right here, I just run the quick miner, but if you do the regular miner, you can install the extra plugins, and then you can install the NB miner plugin. So it took a little bit to kind of get up and running or whatever, but now I got a profitability of $3.28 a day. For reference, this is my 3090 running at $3.04 a day. So this is not really optimized. It's just kind of chilling, no killing, but that's not bad. It definitely fluctuates up and down, but this NB miner, right? So it's in the plugin screen. If you go up here, let's see, plugins, NB miner. You can see it's installed. You just get that installed, let it do its thing. honestly kind of thinking I could probably uninstall some other stuff. I might tweak this a little bit later. I don't know. But since I'm going to be running multiple cards, probably leave it as it is. But, I mean, gee, that's not bad. Don't get me wrong. This does not justify the purchase, which means still going to return it. I was literally just kind of curious. Running the Quick Miner, I got crap. I mean, I'm talking $1.50 or $1.20 a day. Running the real miner, definitely stepped it up to $3 a day, $3.82. So that's like 260 days, give or take some change, in order to get the return on investment. At the end of that, I would have a graphics card heavily used and probably need some new thermal pads, but and who knows? This could change. They've updated NB Miner. They've made it more efficient and allow you to take more advantage of the card. So it could be worth it in the long run. But, you know, if you guys don't know, I'm going through a whole divorce thing, and I would rather spend $1,000 on my lawyer to fight because somebody will not stop. But just out of curiosity, though, I do want to, like, first of all, restart this, update the BIOS, and then see if restarting it is going to be consistent, because I don't want to have to fight this to restart every single time. And it would pop up that USB error for absolutely no reason. Okay. I unplugged all the USB stuff, tried to boot it back up. Still give me that error. So that board sucks. I Googled it. It's a normal thing for this thing to be crappy like that. So now I'm going to try to update the BIOS, and if all that fails, I'm going to hit it with a hammer. In a strange plot twist of events, this is my DVR system for Blue Iris, right? All of a sudden won't boot up. I'm just not having a good night. So just to recap, this was technically working with the 2080 and the 3080 in it. And I took it down to try to mess around with it, and finding out that this MSI motherboard is notorious for this whole USB thing, right? So I decided not to take this out. I unplugged a bunch of USB stuff, try to fix it. None of that worked. It seems to really only overreact when I got a 3080 in there, but, you know, this is still a motherboard thing. So if you guys want to look it up, it's the MSI Godlike X570 Meg whatever board. So it's just kind of a thing. I've tried everything. I've checked all the ports. There's no problem. It's just one of those things. So now I'm updating the BIOS, hoping that maybe that fixes something. And on top of all that, for some reason, my DVR just doesn't want to work. I have no idea why. Let's see if the first thing it'll do after doing a flash is give me an error. Hey, there we go. Here is the big test. Let's try this out. Let's restart it. And let's see if it will actually boot. Holy bananas! Oh my god, it's really working. Oh, I'm gonna reboot this thing like 5 or 6 times, but finally something tonight is going right. Let's check up on this. So I took this thing apart. There's that. Put it back in there. Does not have the case thing on it. Let's see if this booted up. Oh yeah, look at that. Yes, it works. So I've restarted the 3900 system with all the mining, or at least the 3080 in it, like 5 times. Reset every time. Not one error. I don't know. I do know. I updated the firmware. I never update that firmware. It was from January of 2020. So hey, working now. I want to see before I go to bed if I can install all 3 of those graphics cards. And now also my DVR seems to be working. So I guess not bad. Now the big question is it at all possible to get a 3080, which is like 2.5 slots, a 2080 Ti, which is like, actually, 1, 2, this is like 3.5 slots, That's 2.5 slots. And then a Quadro RTX 4000. All in the same one. Okay, I was wrong. I was blaming this motherboard for this knob, but the knob actually wasn't what was keeping the 2080 from actually sitting in there. It was this. It's a PWM. I don't know what fan that goes to. Probably one of these, but yeah, PWM cable. So this is a system fan. I can reroute this to any number of different fans, and I might be okay. So I moved it from there over to there, and I think that should be good. These are other extension cables, so those should be good. And then I got these 3 sys fans will be hooking up to the wall of fans that I have. The only problem is that this 2080 Ti is going to be super close to here, so it's going to have a little bit more restricted airflow. But I don't know. That might be okay. Ooh, barely got any room to breathe. That's okay, because this is going to go back up here. I'm going to run this for like a week or something just to kind of see how it goes, but this hopefully will get enough airflow to keep it cool. I can't believe it worked. All right, come on, baby. Come on. Make daddy happy. Or not. Okay, let's hit the button. Oh. Oh, God. Oh, God. Ah. Ah. Oh, okay. That wasn't that bad. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Come on. Come on. You know you want to. Yes! Well, all right then. I think we got ourselves a winner. Before I start mining with it, I gotta put on the airflow thing. I really don't think these are spinning like they should. I think that has something to do with me doing the reset on the BIOS or upgrading the BIOS. It might have reset my fan profile, so I'm gonna do another reboot test, see if it reboots. If it does, go into the BIOS and crank this bitch up. Got all the fans cranked up. It rebooted successfully. Everything looks good. 2080 Ti is doing a benchmark, but that's cool, whatever. It is, let's see, 65. That's not too bad, honestly. So here's the 2080, and that I have 2 fans that blow air directly into that. So maybe it won't be that bad. We'll see. I'm gonna check back to see what this is doing after it's done benchmarking and running all 3 of them. And now that we are a day later, okay, I let this run overnight and then all day. It's been doing pretty good. It's been fluctuating between $6 to $9, I think is what it maxed out as. So definitely not being absolutely great, but the 2080 Ti 34 mega hash, which I feel like that should be higher. The 3080 is only at 49. So that's pretty weak. I don't really know if that's good. Just another reason for me to return it, because literally up here the RTX 4000 is 36. So, you know, that is what it is. But the good thing is with the fans and all that other stuff running, 59, 65, 62. I got all the fans turned up on the GPUs, all on the case fans. Everything's running good, and it runs nice and cool. So, you know, experiments kind of sort of works, but that number, not impressed. I mean, the 3090, like on a good day, I can get like 60, 70-ish average, but I've seen it go up to 90 mega hash. So, you know, obviously that's, yeah. However, it does support me just returning the 3080 because it's not going to be worth keeping. It's going to take way too long to pay off. Even though it would be nice to have a 3080 left over after it's paid off, there's really no reason to keep it. And that is it, I think, for this completely random video. I just was working on this project, and I had some other stuff that I wanted to work on for a video, but I was sidetracked by getting all my computers up and running, so I thought, let's just share the experience. So guys, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, complaints, leave them in the comment section down below. As always, thank you for watching, like, and subscribe, and have yourself a great day.